What's up, Rebecca Reader? Welcome back to the home of entertainment common friends. Of course, the report. Listen, it's Tuesday and I've decided I want to introduce this brand new segment known as Stories from Twitter. Where's the drum rolls? Okay, fine. Of course, fingers crossed that I'm consistent with this thing. But yeah, let's just put it down as a new segment that has been unveiled. Like, these are the things that have been trending on Twitter space. And I read some of this stuff and I'm just like, these things need to be highlighted. Like, one way or the other. Like, this story is so juicy. So, today, listen to this one, yeah? This happened literally today. So this guy tweeted about this story that was printed, the Standard newspaper. That's one of the dailies here in Kenya. And the man is known as Ferdinand Omondi. He's actually a journalist. So he goes by at Feri Omondi. Says, and I quote, "The Standard has a story of a man who married a woman who was 5 months pregnant with another man's baby. Accepted to raise it. They had 2 more children in the marriage, only for him to discover the last born wasn't his either. Now a court has ruled he must take care of all 3. I read that story and I was like, this is this is madness. This is why they say the law is an ass. This is madness. Okay, then he continues and says, and the man has also been required to take the last born with him during weekends and school holidays. Crazy stuff. Listen, the last born, who technically was birthed by another daddy when this man was legally married to this Han. Haivo. And then they even gave us like an extract and they showed us that a judge orders man to care for ex-wife's children who were born out of wedlock. Yo, Kenya. I don't know, but I was just like, this to me sounds very unfair. Okay, then of course guys reacted and they were like, people were posting their different comments, and then this is the one that, caught my attention. This one from Calvo Wood Okinyo says, he wanted to appear different from other men by being the father that stepped up, hoping to be loved and get his needs met. What he forgot is that when a woman's hypergamy strikes, she will always choose herself over a man and won't care about what you have done for her. But this has been happening all through, even to women. Like, the thing is that I was like, this is slightly unfair, but at the same time, men have been cheating on women through and through and through. It's not stopping anytime soon. And then when, the thing is flipped, men complain. Okay, then there's this one called Diogretus. Says, sometimes men, we joke too much, and surprisingly and sadly, we have many men who are suffering in silence. Again, Ferdinand comes back and he says he accepted the first one and even he gave him his surname. Was that license for the spouse to go out there, cheat, collect children from other people, hide the fact from him? He finds out and the law still expects him to raise them. Not the kid's fault, but... and then puts this funny looking emoji of someone chewing weirdly. So another guy called Robert says, nichukue wa kwanza, then unaleta tena watatu. Mungu nisamee, najipeleka kamiti na sio kwa ubaya. Puts this meme and says, get out. And then father of 3, naulizwa mbona hasira na hii kitu nyinyi hufanyia hii kitu kila siku. Then the same guy Robert comes back and says, ucheze na mluya. And then this guy says, I thought you normally live, this is a babe now, Charlie. She says, I thought you normally live with the kids, so utaboba wote till they are 18. Wow. Then Kashfa, they're like, man really thought being the guy that stepped up had an off button. Then there's this one called Wamagu and says on the ground, it actually does have that button. Sirkal itafanya nini? Itafanya nini ukikata kulea? Nothing. I mean, It is what it is. And then finally, like, you can go check up the tweet and the different reactions that it elicited. This person called Vienna is saying, Ebu post ile page ya kitabu yetu, the Unplugged Alpha, that has this exact warning against single mothers. So now it's another complete war. Like, the war has been raged against single mothers. But then you sort of watch, it's been there since time immemorial. It's hard dating as a single mom, it's hard dating as a woman, it's hard dating as a woman of particular age. It's just hard. So it says the court will demand you take care of the children she came with on your divorce. So let me know what your thoughts are on this story. Like, if it's you and then you're the man, or this was your brother and then the court ordered that you have to pay this man, you have to pay him. This man has to take care. And Maki, this is just one child. One child is just his. But then you've been told you have to take care of these three. These two, yeah? The one that you took in, and then this other one that was born within the course of your marriage. Would you have accepted, or would you have agreed if your brother came and told you such nonsense is about to go down? Comment down in the comment section down below. Hashtag Twitter stories. Or hashtag, don't say hashtag Twitter stories, hashtag stories on Twitter. Hashtag stories on Twitter. Hashtag the report card. Okay, fine. So story number 2. This one takes us straight to South Africa, baby. South Africa. All right. So our next story item takes us straight to South Africa. And this tweet is literally a day old. So I'm guessing it's from one of the South African bloggers who does entertainment. His name is Musa Khwahula. Actually, if I've massacred that name, forgive me the way Jesus forgave us. Please, because I've probably massacred the gent's name, but I don't know. But I hope I've pronounced it properly, okay? If there's any Southie who's following me here on this blog, please just correct, like I don't know, put it down and tell me this is how it's supposed to be pronounced if I've mispronounced it. If I have pronounced it correct, hold up. So his handle is at Musa Khwahula. Woo! Okay, so anyway, he says Kelly Khumalo's son allegedly expelled from his school for bringing marijuana to school. It is said he stole it from Kelly Khumalo's boyfriend, Mtokosizi Yende. Mtokozisi. It is said he stole it from Kelly Khumalo's boyfriend, Mtokozisi Yende. Okay, fine. So, and then he puts this picture of Jub, who is actually the boy's father, like he's the OG, the daddy to this baby. And then the picture of Kelly Khumalo, who is an actress. She's a singer. She has a reality show on so many other things. She's one of those controversial South African people, you know, that people you look at and you just like, you're a celebrity. She looks very calm. Like, this lady's demeanor, you can't even tell that at some point she was doing what she was doing. Her demeanor is she's very calm and very meek, but then she seems to attract controversy through and through. So anyway, when I read this, I was just like, first of all, how is a 10-year-old where is he accessing this weed from? If this is true, because the gent said allegedly expelled from his school, okay, for bringing marijuana to school. So if this story has any ounce of truth, how did the boy access the weed that your boyfriend was smoking? So I'm guessing this boyfriend is either very, like, he doesn't give damn, or the boy just doesn't like that particular boyfriend, or it could be when these two people are doing their things, like mommy and boyfriend, when they're doing their thing, they assume this boy is too young to even know what is happening. And actually, this is not the first misdemeanor case that has been reported from this boy's different schools. Okay, so it's just like people are saying that this boy has had a very troubled childhood, and it is because the wrangles between Kelly and Mr. Jub, they are sort of kind of affecting the baby. So let's listen to the people's reactions. But for me, that was my first initial reaction. I was just like, how is a child, what is a 10-year-old doing taking weed to school? Is he going to sell it? Like, does he even know how to roll a joint? What exactly? Or did he just take it to school to prove to people that I'm a badass? Okay, don't play me, don't try me like that, because I can bust you right now. Like, no, man. Okay, so anyway, let's go straight to the reaction. So somebody said, if Jub Jub is serious, now is a good window to take his son, and it should be remembered, just for the sake of context, that Miss Kelly, as I say, Miss Kelly Khumalo, Miss Kelly and Mr. Jub Jub here, they fell out really badly, and at some point, Miss Kelly was quoted saying she will never allow this man to come anywhere near the son they bore together. Like, to her, no, I even feel like in one of those that reality show, the babe was just like, your dad is dead, and then it brought a lot of controversy. So there's bad blood in between here, and Jub Jub even at some point reported that Kelly, this is like old news, yeah, it's not like relevant right now, but I'm just giving you context in case you don't know who these are, or in case you want to follow up the story. Reported that Miss Kelly actually is denying him access to his son. So doesn't see the son, doesn't get to parent. It is what it is. All right. So another gent called at Marvo Stay, I don't know, okay, says some moms be messing up their kids and suddenly shouting lack of father figure. Okay, then there's this person known as at dark_352 says Kelly Khumalo's son school friends. Okay, I think the reaction was like after they've taken that weed, they're extremely happy for whatever reason. That's funny. Okay, and then another one says a lady on a green dress does it for me very slowly and calm. Okay, was this person reacting to this? All right, fine. Now Bobby Nwana Wale Africa. Yo, okay, well, let's just say Bobby. Says, I remember Jub Jub on MacG's podcast saying that he's supposed to do a ceremony for his kid, but Kelly doesn't want him to see/spend time with the child, which is why his kid is a troublemaker even at school. Okay, then at MC Shando says he needs to pay damages for the kid first before he can think of any rituals. According to the Zulu culture, Christians belong to the Khumalo side of the family, so rituals without following proper traditions will lead to more damage to the child. Then someone else says Jub Jub did mention that this child needs him and a ritual has to be done for him by his paternal family. Just goes to show that South Africans are really big on rituals, eh? To them, it's like this is evil. We need to do something to cleanse out these evil spirits, eh? All right. Well, anyway, just Dave_Dave_SA says that lady fears that the boy might tell Jub Jub about the night Senzo got killed. Fingers crossed. All right. Someone else has my exact thoughts, says this kid looks too young to even know about weed. What was he gonna do with it in school? What? Same question I had. Alright, so 11-year-olds are having sex, stealing alcohol, and smoking dihably. So that one was a response to that one, like it's not news, my friend. Alright, thank God Mtoko Zisi Yende doesn't have a gun or stores it safely. If he does, the poor child might have brought that to school and showed his classmates what actually happened to Senzo Meyiwa in Vosulurus that night he ran to the neighbor's house, according to Netflix. Yeah. All right. And someone else says, minding my business will never be an option in this app because all the time just juicy, saucy stories keep slapping me. All right. And then Andiswa Sema says, Musa, I'm gonna need you to release a picture of this boyfriend Kelly because we need to be part of the gossip. All right, and then Aibo, is this the same kid that can solve Senzo's case? Okay, fine. So let me read two more and then we'll call this a day. Christian is always getting in trouble at school. Jub Jub must help Kelly. This is too much. And then just one rose at just one red rose says it was only a matter of time before a boy child starts rebelling. Parenting is not in sangu. Your issues with each other should never come before the child. All the best to them. Let's just read one more. Amanda says, not to mention his parents' scandals. He's old enough to read about his parents in the papers and on social media. From the rape allegations to Senzo's death, it can't be healthy for the child. Let me know what your thoughts are on this story about Kelly Khumalo's son being expelled allegedly from his school because he brought marijuana to school. So because guys were saying, it's the fact that he doesn't have a father figure. For me, I'm just blaming that boyfriend. Where did he recklessly place this weed for the boy to be able to easily access it? It don't make no sense. Remember, hashtag stories from Twitter. Sound off in the comment section down below.